Hey everybody, thanks for joining me for another video. Tonight we are at a charity event for Give Kids the World Village. It's the Night of a Million Lights, and it's a little bit cold, as you can see here. But we're here not so much to do a tour, but to actually count the lights and see if there are actually a million lights. So let's start. Ready? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over there, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I'm lying. We are actually going to do a tour of the village. And this place is amazing. This is a sort of a resort, I guess, for Wish kids. And they get to come here for a few days and go to the parks and stay in these awesomely themed cottages and things like that on this 98-acre property that is kind of like a theme park all on its own. Now, it is cold out, as I mentioned earlier, so if you do come, they have these warming stations. If you get chilly, you can stand by the fire and warm up. And when you first get there, you are you're greeted by these awesome little Disney-themed cottages. Now, Disney was a big provider of things for this event, primarily the lights. They gave a lot of the lights, donated the lights for use at this Night of a Million Lights event. You'll also see a few things as we tour the property that are from Disney that you may recognize from, like Christmas Tree Trail and some Hollywood Studios props and things like that. But you'll see those as we kind of go along. But we're just going to take a look here at some of the village, some of the property, and what's going on out there. And when you get there, you see this cottage right there that's kind of pink and blue. It is a greeting when you enter the property from Cinderella and Prince Charming to say Happy Holidays. And this is a really cute little cottage here that is kind of in the style of Cinderella Castle over at Magic Kingdom, and features a lot of the colors, especially the new colors that were painted on the castle. Pretty cool. And I guess princesses live next to each other. I don't know. I don't live in that fantasy world. But we noticed that Belle and the Beast live next door to Cinderella. And I don't know when it was that Belle and the Beast moved in together into a little home. But, I mean, when you do the peeping Tom thing and you look through the window, Belle is definitely there with her enchanted rose, which means the Beast is around somewhere. I don't know. But really cool little house. Really neat the way it's decorated. There's some pots and pans and stuff like from the cartoon. Now, this house gives you a show when you go to see it. There's a big animation going on in the windows. There's Santa and the elf that goes there, and the kids catch him, and you'll see they end up sort of taking pictures of them and embarrassing them. They plug and unplug the lights, which cause things to happen outside on the house. And you could stand here for a little while. It's about, I don't know, maybe a 4 or 5 minute show or something, and it repeats itself. And it's super cute, so definitely check out this one if you go to the event. Oh, there they just took Santa's picture, and he's like, "Hey, man, go to bed." Oh, took his picture again. But a really neat little house. Now I'm just going to shut up for a minute and let you look around at some of the cool stuff here in the village and some of the neat decorations.
Still plays away, yeah, leaves me in my
Now, I was especially taken by this house, and you'll see why here in just a second, this sparkly blue. But notice, oh, what's that in the yard? What are those little guys standing there? What is... Oh, yes, they're stormtroopers. I wonder why I like that house. I don't know. Now, on property, like I said, they have a lot of activities and things like that for the kids. Here's a corral, and you notice that there's kind of a barn back there in the background, some fencing and stuff. Now, if we go back there and take a little closer look, you'll notice that there's a ramp here where they can actually load the kids onto horses, and they can do some horseback riding right there on property in the corral and wander around there. So that's pretty cool little event they have. As part of this Night of a Million Lights, they also have a Christmas tree trail, and this is the entrance to it right here. And when you go back there, it's got a lot of neat trees. You'll see here that are all decorated really pretty, that you can walk through and take a look at those. So you're not just looking at buildings and stuff that are decorated. There are trees as well. And then hey, what's that on the post? Hidden Mickey. Hidden Mickey. And right behind the Hidden Mickey, you'll find this Disney-themed Christmas tree. Pretty cool. Lots of little Mickey and Minnie ornaments and things like that on it, representing Walt Disney World right there. And there's a lot of really cool trees back there, though, and you can just walk through and take a look at the different styles, and they're really pretty, especially with the background of a lot of the houses and things like that that are lit up behind them. It's a really neat way to offset the Christmas tree trail and just give a really cool feeling about the whole thing. And several of the trees are themed by different businesses and decorated by different businesses. There's Holiday World there. Then when you come around towards the end of the trail, you're greeted by some little elves and gingerbread guys. So really cute little addition to Night of a Million Lights. You can also see some characters wandering around and greeting people and talking to people and stuff like that if you keep your eyes open. Also, speaking of keeping your eyes open, take a look around at some of the fire hydrants. We found this guy who should look familiar to fandom fans. There's a little Harry Potter fire hydrant. Really neat idea. Super cute. So we kept looking around, and we also found this little guy not too far away. There's an R2-D2 fire hydrant. Awesomeness. So really cool idea. Now, there are a lot of buildings on property that have different things in them, and make sure that you check this out. Inside this building here, it's got Santa climbing on it, which will look very familiar to Hollywood Studios visitors. There are things like this. Look. It's the Santa suit worn by Ed Gwynn in the original Miracle on 34th Street. Look at that. That is a piece of holiday and Hollywood history right there. That Santa suit from Miracle on 34th Street. Other cool things in there. They've got Alec Baldwin's sweater that he wore in the Christmas episode of 30 Rock. So pretty cool. And for Scrooged fans, they've got the taxi cab operator's license right there that was used in the movie. Pretty neat. And Home Alone fans, I know there's a lot of those. Home Alone and Home Alone 2 is represented here, where they've got some of the weapons and props used in the film. The rubber bricks and rubber wrenches and things like that they got hit by. And how about Jack Frost? Any Jack Frost fans? Well, here also is the sled that was used in Jack Frost. Pretty neat, and I thought it was kind of cool to see there, because Jack Frost is sort of an obscure Christmas film, so it's cool to see that there. And then there is an onslaught of Jingle All the Way props. Right here is one of the masks from it, and over here next to that is another case that's got some Turbo Man toys, as well as the hat that was worn by Santa in the parade in the movie. There's the Turbo Man and Dementor, and there's a picture of the parade where the hat was worn right there. And then over here in this other case, there's some more Turbo Man toys that were featured in the film. Got Booster and Dementor right there. And I'm not a fan of Jingle All the Way. I don't really care for that movie that much, but these props are cool. And right above you, looking over you the entire time, is something else. There he is. Look at that. Jingle All the Way. Anyway, so let's go back outside and take a look at some more of the millions of glittering lights that were donated by Walt Disney World over there to help out at this event and make everything shiny and pretty and colorful and beautiful. Come on, let's take a look. In a video I posted a couple of weeks ago about Disney Springs Christmas Tree Trail being a little bit different and the trees looking different, well, we found a couple of them over here. Here is the Mary Poppins tree that is normally over at Christmas Tree Trail at Disney Springs, right here next to the carousel, and also the Robin Hood tree. So there's a couple other Walt Disney World things that may look familiar to guests that are out there. And hey, let's just take a second to admire this awesome carousel. Look at that. Isn't that very cool? Now, for the kids, there is also a special guest out there. The Fat Man himself. There's Santa and Mrs. Claus. So you can take some photos at a distance with them. Pretty cool, huh? Look at the size of this tree. Now look, you can see my wife walk by it here in just a second. You could look at how big that is. Look at how big compared to a person. Is that insane or what? So, now this is cool. This says, the wish tree illuminates to represent each of our visiting wish children's stars placed in our castle of miracles. And so, if you look over here, next to this illuminated tree, there is the Castle of Miracles. And this is an awesome building. An awesome building. So it's got this huge castle door, which you aren't going to be able to see because it's open. But you go inside this castle, and it is, I'm not sure everything that they do in here, but it's amazing because there are stages, and there's a little theater, and the detailing in here is just very, very cool. But I guess they come here for activities and things like that. You'll see here's a puppet theater where they can do puppet shows like the, you know, in the castle days. King and Queen area right there. There's a little funny knight, and it's amazing in here. Look at this little table where I guess you can eat. There's the other side of the carousel that you can see from inside the building, and the court jester up there that overlooks everything. You can find a wishing well, which is very similar to the wishing well at Magic Kingdom. And look at all those stars and things on the ceiling and the walls. Each one of those represents a wish kid who has been able to stay here and have their wishes come true. Here's a star tower, and if you go into the star tower, I didn't go all the way in there, but it's this huge tower. Look at that. You can see part of its stars just all over the place. And there's even a little magical mystery forest in there that you can walk through. So an awesome castle, and you can just look all over. Look at all the stars. Every one of those represents a Wish kid who's been able to come here and stay and go to the parks and things like that. Just really neat, inspiring building. So there you go. Now let's go back outside and look at a couple of things. They have a ice cream and milkshake shop right there, which is very cool. It's huge also. And a merchandise location right here. And they also have merchandise scattered throughout the event on tables and things that are set up, and you can see different lights and shirts and hats, and there are Christmas cards that were actually designed by some of the Wish kids that you can get, and all the money for all of this goes right back into the charity to help the kids. Let's take a little bit more time and look at some of the decorations here. There's a Gallery of Hope, and I am going to shut up again for a moment while you just look around. So I want to pop inside another one of these buildings and show you something that's very cool in here. If we go right in here, take a look at this wall. It's got this train rolling around the wall there. It goes around the entire building. Now, if you go over here, though, on this side, look at this. Here's a whole little village that's built inside there with all kinds of trains running through it, tunnels, different little businesses, construction work going on. There's a circus over there, and they turn the lights out from time to time so that you can see what it looks like in the dark, all lit up. And I think this is awesome. Look, there's a drive-in theater there where all the little cars are watching a movie. And we go over here, there's a little bit more of the drive-ins. Even got the concession stand and the theater booth. A lot of detail put into this. Trains running all over the place. There's just, like I said, there's a circus. There's some construction work going on there where they're building a house. And look at the movie theater. What is that movie that's playing at the movie theater? Well, look at that. It's Star Wars, and look at the crowd. Yeah, there should be, and there will be a crowd going to see Star Wars at the theater. So, very cool little train village in there to go check out. Now, if we go back out, you can see there's all kinds of buildings and stuff out here with different things and activities for the kids that stay there to do. But if you go past the jungle and the circus boat and things like that, you come to another activity. What is that? It is dinosaur putt-putt golf. What? Yeah, they've got a whole putt-putt golf course out here. And I'm just going to walk through a few holes of the course and show you what it looks like. It's a really cool course, and they have it decorated really well for the holiday also. So is this place awesome or what? I love it. Now this event, like I say, it is the Night of a Million Lights. It's not just one night, it's many nights that will go through December here in Kissimmee, Florida. So if you're interested in coming out and seeing it for yourself and taking part in all the activities and everything, just check out their website for more information as to how you can get tickets. You do have to reserve a spot because they only let a certain number of people in at a time to help with social distancing and safety and things like that. So before we wrap up, let's just take a look at a few more of the decorations here. $999,999, 1 million. Yep, 1 million lights. We did it. So I hope you like the tour and checking this out. This is a great village, the Give Kids the World Village. Makes a lot of wish kids' dreams come true. They come here for 6 days. It's a free vacation. They get to go to the theme parks. They get to play on all the cool rides and putt-putt golf and things here that are at the facility. So if you get a chance to come out here, it's a small entry fee. It's totally worth it. It takes about a couple of hours to walk through the whole thing and see everything. You can actually take longer than that if you eat and stuff as well. But come check it out. I hope you liked the video tour. My glasses are fogging up. If you did, just hit the like button and hit the subscribe button and join us back here for more videos next time. Thanks.